Do you honestly believe in coincidences? Do you actually think that you stumbling upon this exact message at this exact agonizing second of your life is just random algorithms playing a trick on you? Stop lying to yourself. There are no accidents. You are not here by chance. You are here because your subconscious mind is violently, aggressively screaming at you to wake up. You have been running in a pathetic, endless loop for so long that you forgot you were running in a cage. You have been playing a character in a script written by people who don't even care if you live or die. You wake up, you force a smile, you swallow your anger, you perform your little tasks, and you go to sleep feeling utterly, profoundly empty. And you wonder why your chest feels so heavy. You wonder why you are exhausted, even when you do absolutely nothing. It is because living a lie requires a massive, unsustainable amount of energy. This exact moment right now, this chilling pause in your chaotic reality, is the glitch in your matrix. It is the universe violently grabbing you by the collar and forcing you to look at the bleeding wound you keep pretending isn't there. You were supposed to find this, because you are standing on the edge of a cliff, completely blindfolded, and you are about to take a step for people who wouldn't even catch you if you fell. Let's analyze the absolute absurdity of your current situation. You are desperately holding on to things that are actively destroying you. You are gripping the sharp blade of a knife, watching your own blood drip onto the floor, and you are terrified to let go because you think the knife is the only thing keeping you safe. Look at the people surrounding you. Look at the environment you so desperately try to fit into. The second you show a tiny spark of real ambition, the second you mention a boundary, the second you stop being their convenient little doormat, what happens? They panic. They aggressively try to pull you back down. They tell you to be realistic. They tell you to stay humble. But what they are really saying is, please don't grow, because your evolution brutally exposes our own pathetic stagnation. You have surrounded yourself with emotional parasites, and you have the nerve to wonder why you constantly feel drained? You are a premium, top-tier power source, voluntarily plugging yourself into a broken, toxic grid. This exact moment is your eviction notice. It is time to clear the room. It is time to violently subtract the noise, the fake applause, and the incredibly heavy anchors you call friends. Because if you do not cut the string right now, they will comfortably drag you straight to the bottom of the ocean. People are obsessed with the illusion of the right time. They sit in their comfortable little prisons, completely paralyzed, waiting for the stars to align, waiting for their bank account to look perfect, waiting for the fear to magically disappear, waiting for the world to hand them a permission slip. I need you to listen to this very carefully. The right time is the biggest, most elaborate scam ever invented to keep the masses utterly obedient. The right time does not exist. There is only right now. And right now is going to be messy. It is going to be incredibly uncomfortable. It is going to feel like you are stepping into a raging fire with absolutely no water. But that is exactly how you know it is real. True transformation never arrives politely. It kicks the door off its hinges and demands everything you have. You finding this message today is the death of your right time excuse. You can no longer hide behind your brilliant, carefully constructed delays. The longer you wait to execute your own freedom, the more leverage you hand back to the people who are actively trying to control you. Hesitation is just a very polite word for cowardice. And every second you spend hesitating, your enemies are meticulously planning their next move. Stop waiting for the green light. You are the one who owns the entire damn traffic system. Do you want to know what happens when you finally embrace this exact moment? When you brutally accept the reality of your situation and decide to flip the board? A very specific, very necessary part of you has to die. The weak, accommodating, easily manipulated version of yourself must be violently put to rest. You have to hold a funeral for the person who cared about society's hollow opinions. And that death is going to hurt. You will literally grieve the loss of the chains you used to wear, because at least the chains felt familiar. Your mind will play incredibly cruel tricks on you, begging you to go back to the toxic comfort of your old life. But you cannot return to a burning house just because you miss the warmth of the flames. You must develop an iron stomach for being misunderstood. You must learn to deeply, profoundly enjoy the look of pure terror on their faces when they realize their usual manipulation tactics no longer work on you. When they throw a guilt trip and it simply bounces off your armor. When they hurl an insult and you just stare at them with cold, dead eyes until they literally start sweating under your gaze. That is the moment you stop being a participant in their circus. Let's talk about the incredible power of your absence. Most people think that to win a battle, they have to shout the loudest, throw the hardest punch, and have the last, definitive word. They exhaust themselves in a pathetic, endless cycle of trying to prove a point to fools. But you are going to use the most devastating weapon in the psychological arsenal. You are going to disappear. You do not announce your departure. You do not write a dramatic, emotional paragraph explaining exactly why you are cutting them off. You do not give them the satisfaction of a grand finale. You simply vanish. You withdraw your energy, your attention, and your presence completely. You leave them talking to an empty chair. Nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, shatters a narcissist or a manipulator more than pure, unadulterated silence. Because their entire identity is built on your reaction. When you remove the reaction, they are left alone with their own suffocating emptiness. Let your silence be the heaviest, most agonizing sound they ever hear. Let them constantly wonder where you are, what you are doing, and why their venom couldn't break you. You have found the exact moment to walk away, and you are taking all the oxygen in the room with you. Now, look at the concept of loyalty. Society has completely twisted this word to ensure you remain enslaved. They tell you that loyalty means sticking around no matter how badly you are treated. They tell you that blood is thicker than water. They tell you that history obligates you to stay. What a brilliant, incredibly toxic lie. Loyalty without mutual respect is just self-harm dressed up as a virtue. Why are you so fiercely loyal to your own executioners? Why do you violently defend the exact same people who are happily digging your grave when you aren't looking? You are supposed to find this moment so you can finally take that misplaced loyalty and aggressively hand it back to yourself. You are the only person who is guaranteed to be with you until your dying breath. You are the only one who truly knows the depth of your own scars. Stop setting yourself on fire to keep people warm who complain that your smoke is getting in their eyes. The moment you redirect that fierce, protective loyalty back to your own soul, you become an entirely different species. You become a fortress that cannot be breached. The world operates on a very simple, very brutal hierarchy. There are the people who are driven by their emotions, and there are the people who drive the emotions of others. Right now, you are standing exactly at the threshold of these two realities. If you continue to let your feelings dictate your actions, if you let fear, guilt, and the desperate need to be liked steer your ship, you will remain a pawn until the day you die. But if you let this exact moment completely alter your brain chemistry, if you brutally disconnect your actions from your immediate emotional reactions, you become the master of the board. You watch the chaos unfold around you like you are watching a cheap, predictable movie. You know exactly what the characters are going to do next. You see their hidden motives. You see the pathetic strings pulling their arms and legs. And because you see it, it can no longer touch you. You achieve a state of absolute, chilling detachment. You smile at the chaos. You welcome the disruption, because you know that every single piece of it is just raw material for you to build your empire. So, here is your ultimate ultimatum. This is the exact moment you were meant to find. The collision is happening right now. You have two choices. You can close this out. You can tell yourself this was just another passing video. You can immediately go back to your comfortable cage, put the blindfold back on, and let the parasites continue to feast on your life. If you do that, the regret will eventually consume you entirely. Or you can let this truth burn through your veins. You can finally stand up, brutally sever the toxic strings, and embrace the terrifying, glorious isolation of absolute power. You are drawn to this message because the monster inside you is finally tired of pretending to be a sheep. It is tired of playing nice. It is tired of being walked on. The cage is open. The illusions are dead. The fake friends are exposed. The only thing left in this room is you and the raw, unyielding truth. Do not miss this moment, because moments like this do not come around twice. Now, wipe the hesitation off your face. Look the world dead in the eye. And let's show them exactly what happens when you finally stop playing their game. But let me tell you about the morning after. The morning after you finally cut the strings, the silence in your room will be absolutely deafening. The phone won't ring. The notifications will stop. And your mind, heavily addicted to the constant chaos of your old life, will start to violently panic. It will whisper, "Did I make a mistake? Was I too harsh? Maybe I am the one who is crazy." Do not listen to that voice. That voice is not you. That voice is the parasite dying of starvation. It is the brutal withdrawal symptom of a mind that was constantly, daily fed on toxic drama and fake emergencies. You must sit in that agonizing, heavy silence until the panic completely evaporates. You do not reach for the phone. You do not check their social media to see how they are reacting to your absence. You do absolutely nothing. Because on the other side of that painful withdrawal is the absolute terrifying clarity of a king who has finally reclaimed his stolen throne. The silence is not empty. It is full of answers. It is full of the raw, aggressive power you traded away just to be polite. And while you are sitting comfortably in that new, heavy silence, you need to understand exactly what is happening on the other side of the wall. The people you walked away from, they are completely losing their fragile minds. The energy vampires woke up, casually reached for their favorite power source, and found absolutely nothing. They are staring at the severed cord, realizing they can no longer drain your ambition to fuel their pathetic, stagnant lives. So what will they do? They will try to manufacture a crisis. They will send a desperate, emotionally manipulative message. They will create a fake, sudden emergency. They will try to pull a fire alarm just to see if you will still come running to play the hero. Do not move a single damn muscle. Let the building burn. You are no longer the unpaid, unappreciated firefighter for their intentional disasters. They do not want your help, they want your compliance. They want to prove to themselves that they still own the heavy leash around your neck. By staying completely silent, you hand them a psychological defeat so brutal, they will never, ever try to test your boundaries again. You see, true, undeniable power is the absolute mastery of your own attention. Your attention is the most expensive, exclusive currency on this entire spinning planet. Where you place your eyes, your energy flows. For years, you gave premium, top-tier attention to people who treated it like dirt. You funded their massive egos with your precious, irreplaceable time. But now the bank is permanently closed. You redirect all of that fierce, unyielding energy directly back into your own veins. You become completely, ruthlessly obsessed with your own evolution. You build your wealth in the shadows. You sharpen your mind like a blade. You harden your body to match the iron in your soul. You become a walking, breathing, unstoppable monument to the exact potential they tried so desperately to crush. That is the ultimate revenge. Not chaotic anger, not bitter words, not screaming matches in the dark. Massive, undeniable, crushing success. Success so incredibly loud and so blindingly bright that it forces them to look away. So do not ever, for a fraction of a second, doubt this exact moment again. You were aggressively pulled to this truth because the universe knew you were finally strong enough to carry its heavy, brutal weight. The fake friends are gone. The comfortable illusions are completely shattered. The numb, agreeable version of you is dead and buried deep in the dirt. What stands here right now is the dark architect of an entirely new reality. The world is going to try to test this new version of you. It will repeatedly throw bait. It will whisper sweet, familiar lies. It will try to lure you back to the comfortable dark. But you will just look at it. You will look at the traps, the masks, the pathetic little games, with cold, empty, unshakable eyes, and you will smile, because you finally know the absolute rules of the game. You don't play to fit in anymore. You don't play to be liked. You play to own the entire damn board. Now, wipe the dust off your shoulders. Your real life begins exactly right now.